All right. Now let's test and see how we're doing on here. Can I hear myself? Can I hear myself? Yes, I can. All right. To anybody watching, not that I expect to see any viewers anytime soon, I'm going. Anytime soon. I'm going. Anytime soon. I'm going. I'll just turn my phone's volume off so that we stop getting that. I've got chat up on my phone because I have a cheap ass setup. But we're going to be starting a Stoneblock world. You may or may not get to hear me yelling at cats. And if I can ever manage to get a cam system that doesn't suck as bad as the one that's in my laptop, I would do face cam and show the cats off. Wonder if there's a way that I can get my phone to show me if anybody's watching. Okay, it'll show me there. Now, if only that would stay open. I guess I'll have to figure that out when I can set back up my other screen. Now, I did play Stoneblock back when it was still new. I can't even remember how long ago it was still new. And as far as anything regarding schedules or anything like that with streams, I have absolutely no idea. At this point, my plan is just to stream as much as I'm playing over the course of my current work weekend, which I work 12-hour night shifts, so supposedly today, tomorrow, and the day after, pretty much as long as I'm awake. I forgot how you make... Okay, so it's the frowny face that means you're sitting. For whatever reason. Let's get that over there where it belongs. Guess just keep murdering the stone. I forgot that this one starts out pretty damn slow. It'll be interesting to see if any family or friends ever manages to find this. I did used to have a YouTube channel a long time ago under a different name, but I started that when I was 12, so I wound up deleting it because frankly it sucked. How was it that we make the cobblestone chest? Cobblestone parts. And I don't know why I put that there. I can have that start producing cobblestone for me. That doesn't even have an EMC volume, so I'm going to just drop the rest of it. Still only have one viewer, and it's the person who wants me to go to a completely different area for streaming, which I am nowhere near ready to determine whether I'm doing anything like that or not. It'd help if I'm actually paying attention to what I'm doing as well. Obviously, there are much newer packs, but I figured that if I'm going to be back in the idea of streaming and recording stuff, I may as well go back to one of the things that I've done and enjoyed long ago. Let's move you over here, buddy. And move this into the center of the room. That way this can actually grow. And of course, my first tree is a short one. 16 wood. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of people who would tell me to make an axe, but as far as I'm concerned with the durability, at this point in the game, it's not worth making an axe. Not when I've got vein miner. All the tinker stuff. I honestly really miss this version of Tinkers. The new version is great in itself, but it feels like a completely different version of the mod to the point where it doesn't even feel like the same mod. As you can see, I'm great at explaining things. Tool station. Part builder. Where are the tool stations? There they are. There's all of those. Hello, my little void. I have two cats. One of them is 8 months old and one of them is 5 months old. The older one is Galaxy and the younger one is Hallie. And both of them are all oh, and there goes Hallie smacking my mic. Excuse you. Why do you insist on smacking the mic when I'm trying to talk, huh? I don't think that my mic can actually register her purring, but she was just purring. Right against the mic. Get down off of there! Oh, I have to go stop her from knocking out the internet. Oh, that would be a great way for my first stream to end. The cat knocking out the internet. Okay, back to this. Can I use this? Oh. Yes, yes I can. Alright. Get another chest for all of our junk. Silkworm's going. Hopefully you can all forgive me for not having much to say watching streams back. I'm much better at having actually someone to respond to. So if I ever manage to get viewers... Oh, I did not even consider the fact that that's going to block that off. Okay, I guess I'll put the chest on top of the crucible once that's done making its water. Looks like these are done with this. Did holding the exchanger just delete the logs? That's a new one. Let's make a couple of those. Having a sag mill is definitely going to be nice. It's always easy to forget just how good some of these rewards used to be. Let's see where we're heading with this. I know I need the bone meal, and the bone meal comes from dust. Now, one thing that I am not is typically a builder. And this isn't exactly the kind of mod pack where you make some huge base, considering you pretty much just dig out your giant hole and be done with it in this kind of thing. Oh, well, that went well. Now, dirt just gives you all the random seeds and whatnot. So I'm gonna focus on getting that porcelain for now. It's looking like OBS is handling much better on this computer than it used to handle on my old computer, which is great. There's nothing like trying to start a streaming account and realizing that you can't because turning on the stream causes your computer to basically say no. And there goes another hammer. And I'm not sure why those are in my inventory. I meant to put them in the chest. I love how it's trying to tell me that I have some big community when I haven't even managed to see anybody who's been watching. If I remember correctly, yeah, these cook down into a way better food source. You know, obviously, I'm going to want a hammer, which means I need to upgrade that tool station. There we go. It might help if I actually set that so that it tells me, or tells everybody that I'm, you know, streaming. And what? Oh, it says that I have 2 viewers now. I wonder if it's counting me as one of the viewers. It looks like it is. There's a bunch of names that it says we're on. I wish it would show me. Learning how to use everything is so much fun. That doesn't work. What I need to do is hook up the TV that I have as a second monitor again. But I'll have to do that later. Here we are, just trying to grow some trees. And we do have some of the modded fruits in here. Oh, clicking where I don't mean to. Now, aside from making a sledgehammer, there's really not anything that I want to make yet. But that is going to take one of these, one of these, and one of these. I wonder if it'll manage to have more durability. If I do this. Just barely. That takes the extra utility stuff. I forgot how painfully slow starting this pack out goes. Ooh, and I still do not have my mouse sensitivity where it probably should be. I don't know why, but on the older versions of Minecraft, my mouse is insanely sensitive. Like, I have my sensitivity in game at 10%, and it still goes faster than I expect it to. Am I the only one who thinks that's a little absurd? What is that? I'm making it way too hard on myself. I don't know where my cats have gone. Usually they're bugging the hell out of me. Alright, let's get those in there. Definitely want to get power set up as quick as we can. But for now, getting a thermal series hammer so that we can do this is extremely convenient. Now for starters, back here, I'm just going to set up a little tinker's room. Get a smeltery up and running. So if the base is there, I want to go one further back and two further out either side. Get us some more torches. That way everything is lit up. Shove all of that in there. Get our other piece of clay. Now we can make that crucible. Got the sag mill from Ender.io and a set of tanks and a set of chests. Of course, now we get a hammer of something. That needs an iron level pickaxe. We'll put that there for the moment. And until I have the tinker set up in this room, I'm just going to make as much gravel and sand as I can And of course, the joy of Tinkers. Oh, I forgot they removed the awful sound in this game. Alrighty. I really don't understand why it just did that. Usually when the hammers break, it only picks up one piece of gravel or sand. I love how this random person messaged in chat inviting me to watch their streams and channels and to go check out their, as they put it, spicy channels, adding minors do not interact, without confirming if I am a minor. Either that one is a bot or a very stupid human being. Oh, is that just part of the Tinker's Hammer? Because that's actually really annoying. Wait, when did I get skeleton stuff? Okay. There's that. I'll do 3 more sand just to make it even. And then I need a bunch of clay. So back to my trees. How bad is the durability? Oh. Oops. Pressing all of the buttons. I'm honestly not sure that the stone crook is even worth it. I'll let that despawn. Obviously, we've got the chickens in this game. I need an emerald, which at least needs an iron stiffened mesh. Let's see. Before. And if there is anybody watching, feel free to suggest names for the pet rock. And my mouse is wigging out on me. Where's my stone crook? Alright, there we go. You be careful next to the tree. Let's scoot you over there, little buddy. There we go. Now I can actually see my area on the map. Oh yes, so much fun. Starting out any pack is a little bit grindy. I will admit I forgot how grindy this one in particular is. But once we get going, it'll be a bit more interesting. Yeah, right now I'm working towards getting tankers set up. So while I'm basically waiting on clay, I've been working on getting some wood together. Congrats on being the first real person to be watching me. How about you? Any idea what to name the pet rock? Yeah, how funny do you find it that the other bot says 18 plus only, minors do not interact, without even double checking if they're soliciting a minor or not? How bawdy can you be? If I cared about efficiency, I might actually remember to put new saplings into the crucible. Ironically enough, it is not a voice changer. It is a $60 mic and a naturally very high-pitched voice. I do actually have a voice-changing system installed on my computer, but frankly, its voices suck, so I don't bother. Well, question is, now that I'm actually speaking to a human being, how long is it going to take for one of my cats to come pester me? Because the last time I used my headset, I was on a phone call with a friend of mine while we played on a private server, and one of my cats kept smacking the mic. Yeah, it's especially fun having cats when there's 2 kittens in an efficiency apartment. And yet, somehow, they still have managed to disappear on me. So much fun just grinding trees. see, for 31 more. Have fun with the dog. If it's a bigger one, don't let it drag you away. I see you over there, dude. And there's Hallie behind you. Hi, big boy. Go ahead and lay down. Just don't be playing with the cord. There's my big cuddle void. And he's got my arm. Thank you. And there's my little void. Hi, Bean. Hi. You gotta keep moving. You cannot sit on me while I'm on my game. I swear it's been more than 5 minutes. And yet, this thing is still over here. Hallie, stay out of that window. I do not need you knocking down the internet while I'm online. I need about 30 more saplings to go. And then I have everything that I need for all of this clay. I'm sure there's far more efficient ways to do all of this, but frankly, I don't care. There we go. So 18, 24, 25 more. Oh, that sounds like so much fun for you, too. You missed my cat trying to knock my computer off my lap. Ah, so it's cold for you, too. I think we're somewhere in the 30s here, too. Oh, yeah, the computer. The little one, for some reason, cannot get it through to her head that sitting on top of my lap is not going to work out for her while there's already a laptop in my lap. And as you can probably imagine, that goes gloriously every time. Yeah, I've got a pretty good fan on my computer. This is my every weekend thing. It's part of why I decided to start streaming. I figured if I'm going to be playing all the time, I may as well stream and see if somebody eventually gives me a tip for doing the thing that I'm already going to be doing. And now I've got the clay actually automated. And we can get started on grout. And apparently, they removed the despawning system, at least for Tinker's Tools, There we go. Now there's access to the clay. And not a giant hole in the floor, at least. But my laptop actually has a pretty decent fan system within itself. And then on top of that, I do have an actual physical fan. The cord for the physical fan died a long time ago, but having the tray in between my lap and the laptop is enough for me to not feel it at all. Go through the tons and tons of stuff. And ever so slowly, we will get started on our tinkers. I'm over here breaking the wrong blocks. And I put that stone that I have smelting to fix things away. As you can see, I am like every streamer and YouTuber, and everything that I do is completely flawless. Definitely. We do have drawers in here, right? Yeah. And murder my frames for a second. Craft more and more grout. Ever so slowly we get there. If only the clay was slightly faster. I just looked up to see what I heard making a knocking type sound, to watch the little cat just smacking the big one in the face while sitting in the window. It's not even really a playful slap, it's just lazy. Ah, yes, Sky Factory 4. Another one that I've played that I would eventually like to play on stream. It's kind of what the point of the start of my Twitch channel is going to be, is playing some of the old mod packs that nobody that I know even remembers exists. The only person that I play with is a friend that I met at work, and she didn't even own the Java version of Minecraft until about a month and a half ago, let alone did she have any idea how to play modded. So to try to get her to play something like this would be kind of laughable, because she is used to way too many of the quality of life things that have come in the newer versions of various mods. I don't think she even understands that there is a version of Minecraft where there is no swimming function. Oh, I don't mind swearing. Ironically enough, I think this is the most I've ever said without swearing in my entire adult life. But yeah, the first time that I ever tried to play modded was the original Feed the Beast pack in 1.6.4. I honestly can barely remember anything except for, well, the person I was playing that pack with was offline. I went to go supposedly strip mining, but there was so much stuff that was underground in that pack that my strip mine turned into just destroying the ground under our base, because there was so many different veins of ores that it was all connected. And then I think it was 20 minutes into trying to build machines that my computer crashed and refused to load the pack again, because the pack that I had at the time, I want to say, had 6 gigabytes of RAM and probably the worst graphics card that could function with Minecraft at all. Yeah, I haven't tried to play it again since really getting into modding. I wouldn't even know where to find it. I got this off of CurseForge, which last I knew they didn't even have Feed the Beast packs on CurseForge. I was scrolling through random packs the other day and boom, there it was. I very, very nearly have a functioning smeltery. Galaxy, get out of the window! There's nothing like having your internet hooked up in the window that both of your cats think is the best window in the house. I didn't even realize that Stoneblock was updated to 1.22. This is actually the 1.12 version. This is back before there was a such thing as swim mode. Oh, mod pack version. Yeah, I don't actually remember what it said. Yeah, 1.16.1. It's weird because it shows up as if it were. Oh, I'm just comparing it to one of the packs that I put together for my own self. Derp. Last weekend I was trying to get into nostalgia packs and tried to put together one based on the Millionaire mod, if you remember what that one was. I think I got 3 hours in before I remembered why I stopped playing with that mod. Yeah, I knew they stopped releasing stuff. It was the Millionaire mod. It was kind of the precursor to what most packs use for Civilization, which I cannot for the life of me remember. But yeah, I knew the FTB team stopped posting stuff to CurseForge. I just didn't realize that Stoneblock 2 was on the CurseForge app, because I swear I looked it up once and it hadn't been on here. I think I have the FTB pack system installed too. I have so many mod loaders that I don't even know which ones I have. Yeah, Mine Colonies. It's the old version of Mine Colonies. You see, I never really liked Mine Colonies. I tried to play with it once, and I think that it was glitching because I just could not figure out how to get anything to work, even after looking up all of the cheat sheets online. I tend to stick to stuff that's more tech-based. Yeah, I've got those ones, and I think I have another one too. I can't even remember. Oh, the water is so slow. I've got this set up so that it'll run enough saplings to get through all of the clay, all of the dust to turn it into clay. Yeah, I recently got that friend of mine to play EMC to the Sky with me. I spent an entire day in between our 12-hour shifts going through the entirety of EMC systems, and are you the pet rock? If you've got a name for the pet rock, we have yet to determine a name for the rock. And I officially have a functioning smeltery. I just have to upgrade it. Drippers. Oh, come back. I don't actually know how to rename it. I think I gotta wait until I get a name tag. So we'll just tuck you in the corner. There we go. Until I get a name tag. Well, there are some mods that add various pets where you can click on it and it'll let you go into a GUI. I did play the original Stoneblock back when it first came out, but I don't think I ever put the pet rock down in that. All the grout. We need all of the grout. Yep. Grout for Tinker's Construct. Eventually, I will finish setting this up, and then I will actually be able to pull the iron out. My little dust to clay setup over here is going painfully slowly. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but I've never watched any of the movies or shows that has Groot in it. That's one way to figure it out. No, nickel, aluminum. And we'll stick the copper in there. And if I remember correctly, osmium did not alloy. Yep, so I can stick that in there too. What I really wish is that we could have this version of Tinker's as far as how the tools go, but then have the foundry from the newer versions. There's the Minecraft music. I was starting to wonder if Stoneblock had it turned off. Okay, we don't need it that loud. Just waiting on the clay. I didn't turn it off, I just turned it down. Usually I actually turn the music off, but typically I'd be watching some sort of YouTube video while I play. But I don't have to have experience streaming to know that watching something else while you've got chat running is a bit rude. Hello, you two. I have two void cats and they're over here hanging out. And now they're going to go chase each other around so that my downstairs neighbor thinks that I'm crazy. If only the clay were not so painfully slow. Oh yeah, we have the storage crates. I completely forgot about these. It has been quite a while since I have played a pack this old. Yeah, I really don't care about Joe Biden or really anything political. Having turned 18 just before the pandemic, everything about that kind of stuff just kind of exhausts me. I stay here in my little online bubble. I see you looking at the window again. I don't know what you're asking is perfect. Oh, Hallie, don't smack the mic. No. I have two cats. One of them is 8 months old and the other is 5 months old. And the 5 month old, for some reason, thinks that my microphone is the best toy in the world. We're almost there with the smeltery. I've got stuff in it. I just need to get stuff out of it. We officially have iron pouring. Yeah, I'm just working on setting it all up. I've still got quite a few clay that's currently being formed. Usually how I do it is one side is the tables, and then the other side is all the basins. I just watched one of the cats manage to fall into a box, trying to stand on the box. Hey, get out of the window! I do not need you knocking down the internet. No. Let go. Oh, well. The point of the sand casts has always been to have the single use. Same with the clay casts, if I remember correctly. Yay, I'm officially getting repeat items from the quest book. Because I definitely need 2 different building gadgets. Yeah, with no way to charge them. To be fair, though, nowadays with quest books, you usually get like 1 or 2 things, if not just experience. So getting stuff like the ender chests and ender tanks, or the flux storage and black lotus, stuff that is actually reasonably useful that I will inevitably be making anyways. That's the kind of stuff that I miss with questing. We almost have the smeltery fully set up. What was it that gives gold? So I probably could get gold and just haven't yet. Yeah, gold comes from dust or sand. Probably better to to do the sand. Yeah, so I've got a single gold ore piece. Yeah, I'm sure I could make the coal gen, but right now I don't have ender eyes to be able to make any of the rest of the stuff for the flux networks. So it still wouldn't really be that much of a worthwhile endeavor at the moment. Basically, the length that I've had the stream running is as long as I've had this game going. So I am still very, very much in the starting phase. Yeah, when you play enough modded Minecraft, eventually you start to figure out how to do something slightly more efficient. I say slightly because God knows that I could have gotten this clay going faster, but I don't feel like using more wood to make more water that I'm not going to use. And with that comes the realization that I should have made an infinite water source by now. For that matter, I'm pretty sure that at this point I could make a sink. Yeah, I could definitely make a sink. Having a diamond chicken in 2 hours. Now that just sounds like way too much good luck. I'm one of those people where if something can go wrong, it will. Probably how I've wound up with 2 building gadgets before I even have anything to charge them with. Because the building gadget was, I think, the second thing that I got from a quest. Now, I should already be able to get gold out of this. You know, see, when it comes to abusing what's given in the game, I know a few of the tips and tricks, because eventually, if you play enough, you're going to learn something. But I'm not somebody who typically seeks out the best way to do something. I say typically because one of my friends almost fainted the last time they saw me working on something for a pack that had silent gear. Yeah, that is just sheer dumb luck. I would love to have a party pick already. I have no such luck, though. I don't even have enough luck to get a single gold ore out of almost an entire stack of sieving. We'll see about that. I don't even know what quest I'm going to get done next. Could make the fluid crafting stone barrel one. Let's see. If I can even click on move items. Auto sifter, which I don't even remember how to use. Doesn't that require regular water? You called it if I can figure out how to use it. Assuming I need this. Probably better to put that behind it. Feel free to tell me if I'm fucking up, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this thing. I don't think I have ever used the sifter before. We'll see how it works once this decides to finish off the next bucket of water. If I were smart, I would make that water source that I was talking about. But I never claimed to be smart. I see you up there. Please do not fall off those cabinets trying to get to him. There's nothing like seeing your cats in the upper cabinets in your kitchen and waiting for the little one to manage to fall and smack her head off the floor. Okay, there's that. And I have reached the point of having no idea what I'm doing. And of course, the first gravel that I break gives me flint. You see, the water wheel is moving. The sifter does not seem to have any moving parts. Oh, there it is. Unless that's just part of the water wheel, which I can't actually tell from that angle. Well, we will come back to that. Try running it through an axle, huh? Well, coming back to the axle, I need to make more stone, so... For now, let's focus on the fact that I officially have some gold ore. Back to the day where it needs 2 ingots to make a cast. real fun comes in that once I finish up with this, I can start to make some more casts and actually get into some real tools. Because this, I got a cobblestone generator, but I need an iron pickaxe to pick it back up. Don't throw stuff. We'll see once I have an iron pickaxe to pick it back up. But I would much rather make the tinker's tools than use the vanilla ones, since this does have the tinker tool leveling mod, which means that I have to wait until I get more gold. Which at this point means that I need more coal. Oh yeah, we do. No, because that's saying go to the mining dimension. I don't think there is actually a quest for making an iron pickaxe in this. Yeah, nope. Because that wants me to go down to the mining dimension. So making the iron pickaxe does not actually get me that. I do want to make this one, though. Yeah. Especially since they have the iron ore here, which you would think makes more sense. And my cats are opening the cabinets that are up above my head. And I just watched one of them smack their heads off the top shelf. Let's make some more charcoal rather than deal with making real coal. I am lazy and I will inevitably have a wood chicken. Not actually that long from now, considering if I really wanted to, I could go do this already. But I want to wait until I can make bigger tools so that I can clear out a ginormous area that direction. But while we're talking about doing quests, I can get the heavy oak sieve done relatively simply. Although I never really understood the heavy oak sieves because it always says 7 or 14 times. It doesn't actually do a 9-time sieve. So you're better off making 9 regular sieves and putting them together since they will link together. Let's throw the lead in there next. Ah, yes, the old texture of osmium. Oh, shoot. I thought that was already done pouring. Minecraft music is really trying to not play itself. Whenever I'm playing on my own, I have to turn it off because it won't shut up. Now that I'm streaming and I want it to play, it won't play. And that is my third building gadget before I can charge a building gadget. At least it's stuff with an EMC value when I eventually get that far, but come on. Nickel takes forever. We had another person while you were gone earlier, but I think it's just back to you as the only one in chat. Speaking of, in case you missed that, the rock has been named Drippers. I'm not sure if that was before or after you were back. Hey, look at that, an infinite water source. Almost like it's easy or something. Yeah, a very silly energy. Smeltery is getting there. I do want to flesh it out all the way up there, though, so we need more grout than I expected. Now there's the actually additions coal generator. The RF Tools coal generator, which is probably going to be the one I wind up starting out with. Petrified generator, but I'm pretty sure yeah, that needs machine frames. Steam dynamos, I believe I could make, but if I remember correctly, they don't give as much power. There's a survival generator. That might be my best bet. I just need redstone, which comes from sieving dust in at least an iron mesh. All I need is 2 redstone dust. And we've got it. Are you enjoying the paper? The cat is officially playing with a strip of packing paper that is longer than she is. If I remember correctly, nickel and silver can both go in here together, no problem. Yep. Please take it easy over there. And yes, I realize that I'm talking to my cats like they're children. Right, 5, yep. There's that, and what was I using the power for? Do you remember why I was looking for power? Oh yeah, I wanted to set up the automatic sieve. Where? Oh, duh, I have the glass in my inventory. I swear I'm not blind. However, sometimes it feels like I am. Yeah, your human is blind. Give you a mesh. Get out of the window before you knock the internet down. Oh, I have absolutely no concern about you reading. With that said, though, if the stream randomly dies, it's because the little one keeps trying to jump into the window that I have my internet hookup set up in, and inevitably, one of these times I'm not going to stop her before she manages to knock it down. And if that thing gets unplugged, I go bye-bye. So, there's always that fun. Yeah. Both of mine are rescues, and I wouldn't change having them for the world. But at the same time, I specifically avoid having real-life children For reasons that very often sound like why you would expect me to not want a cat. It might help if I put some coal in the thing. This is not going to make 40 RF a tick. Ah. And I don't have enough redstone. It's not normally a topic that I discuss to begin with. I wish I could say I'm surprised Court's fucked up, but Galaxy, you are not going to have any better luck at getting away with being in the window. It's like they want to knock the stream out. I'll let that one finish going and then switch these. Hallie! Box, no. It's over here. Yeah, I am not at all surprised, as sad as it is. A lot of people like to pretend that it's not real, but there is very much reverse sexism. And it typically comes in with situations like that. Because as the mother, she must be the one who's the better option, right? At least that's how all the fucked up people seem to think of it. Oh, that's going to take forever. Sounds like what would have probably happened if my parents had ever bothered to split. Chances are good that my mom was definitely the worst one, but I would have been stuck with her. Granted, that would have involved my father having the balls to realize that he was unhappy in that relationship. And watch, that was the moment that somebody popped in and said, "What happened to chilling with chat?" Yeah, I spent my entire childhood with both of my parents. Both of them had mental problems, but chilling, yes. Discussing chilled topics, not really. And I got something that, once again, will be useful eventually. And once I look up how to use environmental tech again. Isn't that one of the mods that they stopped updating at 1.12? Oh, eventually this will finish. Yeah, I can't even remember if I used environmental tech the first time I played this through. I'm pretty sure that I focused on the chickens. Granted, I'm probably going to focus on the chickens again, because the old version of resource chickens is part of what made me choose this. About a minute and a half to go. I hear you, Spice Bean. Why are you crying? Fluffy brat. Hey, Minecraft remembered there's music again. Or 2.5 minutes it was. It'd help if I could learn how to read. Always. Like I said earlier, usually I don't even bother with the music since I'm typically watching something myself. So I usually shut it off because it seems to never want to shut up. So of course now, because I have it left on purpose, it doesn't want to play. Yeah, usually I'm watching somebody play on YouTube. Mostly Captain Sparkles and Chosen Architect, because if you watch everything that the two of them produce, you don't have time for much else. There we go, now it's actually making enough to keep up with this thing. Hallie? Yeah, I removed the box. Come sit with me, you little brat. Cut it out. The other window shows you the same stuff. Ah. At this rate, I'm going to be more surprised if they don't manage to knock down the internet before I shut off the stream. Ellie! Let go. Hey, we'll see if removing the box that she's climbed on and putting tape in the windowsill will stop her from trying to climb into the window and knock down the internet. And for the record, they can get in a different window that shows them the exact same view. Just need 2 diamonds. And then we can also make the auto hammer. I wonder. I cannot remember if this works. It looks like it thinks it does. But it does not. Yeah, banning people is always fun. Here's something for you to chuckle at. A long time ago, I was a mod on a server that I was on. I wound up getting demodded because I told somebody that they had to follow the rules. Think about that for a second. Oh, 2 diamonds and an emerald. That is all I need to make the next step of progress. And then there's this painful thing. Okay. I need to make 14 more grout. Well, 14 more sets of grout. Allie! Ah. Shit.